This man drove all the way to Africa to record me, so I appreciate you.
Hey, how's it going, everybody? Real quick, I don't want to steal my brother's show. He just got me the video, but just to kind of give you a history. I'm from New Orleans. I moved here 2 years ago, and I've done motivational speaking for 10 years. When I came here, I was like, wow, this is like heaven, because all my life I was trying to figure out my identity in life, and I want to be able to share something that I actually figured this out like 4 months ago. I'm 33 years old. I was like, wow, if I would have known this when I was like younger, it would have helped me so much. And I wanted to kind of share a little journey about my life real quick. When I was young, I was an artist. I like to draw, I like to paint. Then I like to break dance, and then I like to sing. Then I got into rapping. Then I started doing playing guitar. Then I started playing drums. Then I started playing piano. Then I started doing photography. Then I started doing videography. Then I started doing DJing. Then I was a motivational speaker. And I said, Lord, what is my purpose in life? And sometimes I want to share to you, sometimes I used to think I have ADD. You know something? ADD is not a disease. It's God giving you creative inspiration of what He wants you to do. And another thing that I want to say real quick, that's really helped me out a lot, is there were seasons in my life, Hurricane Katrina, we lost the house, we lost the studio. There were times when God gave me an idea, like guitar, piano, motivational speaking. It's like a mixing board. He turns it up in your life, then He turns it down. When you listen to a melody, sometimes the velocity goes up and down. And up and down. But when it goes down, when there's a gift that you're doing in your season and it's going down, it's part of God's plan. Because at the end of your life, you're going to listen to the melody, what God's writing of a beautiful song in your life. And I want to share that with you because there's things in your life that God's purposely putting down. Sometimes so low that you think God says it wasn't meant to be, but it's that little shaker that's meant to add that filler to your life. And I wanted to share that with you because everything in your life is part of God's plan. Stop thinking about where am I going to be tomorrow in my life? The process is the destiny. What you did your whole entire life for you today, you are living your destiny today. And the reason why I want to share that with you today is because for 10 years doing motivational speaking, and I'm trying to figure out my life, doing all these things, saying, God, what is the purpose? For me doing stuff from behind the scenes movie sets in New Orleans, from producing stuff from MTV, BET, and I'm trying to figure out the purpose of this. And the God who made this revelation to me is that everything that I've learned from being around mentors, being around pastors, is that in life, everything that you want to do selfishly is going to come to an end. There's going to be emptiness. Here I am producing stuff for MTV, doing stuff for TV film, but there was an emptiness inside. And it's like, there's got to be more to life than chasing every single temporary high. And when it comes to the end of your life, everything's going to go back in the box. Nobody's going to remember what you did on earth. And it got to a point, I was like, what's the purpose of why God has given me this gift? And then the revelation that God has given me, the gift is, be the change that you can be in the world, in your environment. Don't try to go all around the world. There's people around, make that dent in your world. And I realized in my life that everything that God has given me with photography and video, to where I knew all the ingredients to make a TV show. And meeting all the people. And I said, I got it. Everything in your life that you're going through is part of a big old character ingredient that in your life, 10 years from now, you're going to understand it. You may not understand that element, but just trust the process. Does that make sense?
Yep.
And so, but everything with being around pastors, being around people that really led to me, and I said to myself, okay, I'm a motivational speaker, and I like media. What can I do to put all this together and to have meaning and stuff so when I die, I can look back and say, hey, everything was for a purpose, for eternal purpose. And there's a saying that if you always live life for other people, there will never be a day where you will not be busy. People that retire early, they die early because they don't live for other people. And I had a vision of creating a show, and I'm going to give you guys my cards. I want to welcome you guys to be involved, but my whole thing about how to change the culture, if you could change the way people behave, you got to change the way they think. If you change the way they think, you could eventually change the world. And then when you look at media, people are changing the way they think by what they follow. And they watch TV and they see these reality shows and they want to be like it. Talking to a producer of mine, they said, Brian, you know that Survivor show? Did you know that's not real? What do you mean? we actually had 300 writers to pick one script. And they're all acting it, but we're filming in a way where it looks real. And my whole vision of making shows and changing the world is actually creating people and writing them into a role model of how you picture it, how you want the world to live, and act it out so when people watch it, they're like, I want to be like that. I want to be a role model. Does that make sense? So I want to share that with you on one thing, because that whole thing about the mixing board, but God's writing a song in your life. Just trust the vision. And if you guys want to be a part of it, I'm going to give you guys my card, and I want to be able to serve what you guys do, whatever I can do to help. So I want to say thank you.
Mr. Brian. Hey, this is my last piece.